Yes, so hello and welcome to another edition of Sports Update Ghana. My name is Joseph Adamafio, and coming up in this edition, we'll be previewing Ghana's Black Queens' upcoming match against Japan, and we're going to look at the details of the match and most importantly talk about how you can watch the game on Saturday, because if you go and turn on your TV to watch the game, chances are that you wouldn't be able to watch the match. So we'll be looking at what Coach Nora Haptel and her players have had to say ahead of the game right here on Sports Update Ghana. Please subscribe, like, share, and don't forget to leave a comment. So now let's get right into it, and let's start off with the details first. So what are the details for Ghana's game against Japan? Well, the Black Queens, who are Ghana's senior women's national team, will be taking on Japan in a friendly match. Well, what time and what date is the match? Well, the game will be played on Saturday, July 13, 2024, and the time for the match, take note, is at 6:20 a.m. sharp, early kickoff. If you blink, you miss. So you have to be very up early, wake up very early to be able to watch the Black Queens game against Japan. Now, the game will be played at the Kanazawa Go-Go Kerry Stadium. That is when Japan will be playing the Black Queens. And now, Japan is the team that invited Ghana for this particular match, so you have to take note of that important notice. Now, you would ask, what importance is this match to the Black Queens and Japan? Well, the foremost importance of this match between the two sides is based on their rankings. Now, Japan is ranked 6th in the world. However, Ghana's Black Queens is ranked 64th in terms of FIFA Women's World Football rankings. However, on the African continent, Ghana's Black Queens are ranked 4th on the African continent, whilst Japan is ranked 6th in the world. So it is two disjoint teams coming together. But another important reason why the Black Queens are taking on Japan is also to know their strengths and weaknesses ahead of their upcoming matches. Well, it will also serve as preparations ground for the Black Queens as they prepare to continue the World Cup qualifiers, and well, they'll be hoping to be able to return to the Mondial. But of what importance is this match to Japan as a country? Well, this match is very important to Japan because they'll be playing at the 2024 Paris Olympic Games women's football competitions, and as such, they would have to use this match as part of preparations for that particular match. Now, Japan finds themselves in a group that would have an African team in the Olympic Games women's football tournament. Japan are in Group C of the women's football tournament at the Olympic Games, and they are in the same group as Spain, Brazil, and an unknown African country, because FIFA is yet to release the countries for the African continent who will be representing at the Olympic Games. So for Japan to prepare themselves for any surprise that they'll be handed in terms of African country, they would want to play one of the best teams on the African continent to prepare themselves for the tournament. So that is the importance of the match between Ghana versus Japan. Now, let's go to the most important note, because as I told you in the intro, if you wake up at 6 a.m. on Saturday, July 13th to watch the Black Queens match and you turn on your TV set to watch the game, 90% chances are that the game will not be shown live on TV. So how can you watch the game? Well, let's go check this video out where Mukarama Abdullahi, the Black Queens player, tells us how you can watch the match.
Wondering where to watch our game on Saturday against Japan? Go to your Play Store or App Store and download the GFA app and catch all the action live.
So that is Mukarama Abdullahi, the Black Queens player, telling us how you can watch the game. So all you have to do is to download the GFA app, and when it's 6:20 a.m. on Saturday, 13th July, you'll be able to watch the game. Now, the reason I don't trust this GFA app is because if you've been on this channel for long, I've always advertised the GFA app, but they would always disappoint you because GFA have not been able to stream games. I can't recall any game that was streamed on the GFA app, but anytime they have a match, that is where they say they will stream the match. But let me give you the secrets, the main solutions of how to watch the Black Queens match against Japan on Saturday, July 13th. Well, first of all, if you want to watch the game, you need internet. That's the fact. Now, once you have your internet, log on to LiveSport 808, LiveSport 808, and just click and enter and make sure you find the game between Ghana versus Japan exactly around 6 a.m. and that is when you can watch the game between Ghana versus Japan. They stream every match, even if the match is being played in the sea or beneath the earth. LiveSport 808 will show the game. Now, another alternative if you want to watch the game is by making good use of Facebook, YouTube, and other streaming platforms. So when you go on YouTube, for instance, at around 6 a.m. on Saturday, just type Ghana versus Japan live in your search engine, and YouTube search engine will give you the matches that are live. Make sure you filter it to live settings and you get the matches that are live, and when you go through, I'm sure you get the matches to watch. Same way on Facebook, just type Ghana versus Japan live, and if it's streaming anywhere at all, you can get it to watch. Also, the best way you can be able to get streaming is also by making sure that you put your words in Japanese. So if Ghana versus Japan is in English, you can use Google Translate to translate to Chinese and copy that word and put it in the YouTube search engine, and because it is in Japan, they are going to play the match, you'll be able to get the live stream and watch. This is one of the secrets I use in getting my live streams to watch. So yes, now that I've shown you, you have to pay me. Oh yeah, send me Momo. But yeah, this is one of the several ways you can watch the game between Ghana versus Japan. Mind you, if you miss the match and you don't wake up early, well, the highlight will be ready for you to watch here on Sports Updates Ghana. So if you miss anything at all, make sure you come back to watch the highlight on Sports Updates Ghana. So now that we are done with how we can watch the game, now let's go and look at how Ghana's team has been preparing for the game. Well, the Black Queens began preparations for the match last week in Accra, where they held several training sessions in Accra. Well, they later jet off to Japan during the weekday, and since they arrived in Japan, the team have been holding their training sessions and training has been going on very well. So far, the team is in good shape to face the Japanese women's national team. Now, let's go and look at what the team has been saying ahead of the match. Well, Coach Nora Hapto granted an interview and had this to say ahead of Ghana's game against Japan.
For us, it's the first test that we have against the top 10 country worldwide. I mean, we know that Japan has been the world champion 2011. We know that they are now in the world ranking number 7. So it's for us, it's a high-class team we face. It's exactly what we want, you know, to get also proved in different areas. Ghana is normally a ball possession nation, but we know that against Japan, we also need to defend very smart. Because Japan likes to have the ball, they have good transition moments. We observe the opponent very well, so for us it's to have a smart game plan. We try to surprise you, of course, a little bit, and then we gonna see tomorrow how we enter in the game, and we'll take it from there.
That is the Black Queens coach Nora Hapto over there talking ahead of Ghana's game against Japan. Well, and on that note, we wrap up here on Sports Update Ghana. Thanks for doing the watching. It's always a pleasure coming your way with the update. I'll see you in the next one. Please subscribe.